Fox 21 News.
Good evening, I'm Joy Redman. Nick and Amy have the night off. Just as Memorial Day weekend begins, gas prices have reached another high. AAA is reporting the price of a gallon of regular unleaded rose more than 4 cents overnight. Despite the high gas prices, AAA says many will still hit the road this holiday weekend, but the people we talk to say no way. Fox 21's Nick Lefebvre has the story. And Fox 21's chief meteorologist Todd Nelson is here. Todd, Memorial Day weekend is coming. Do we have rainy skies or sunny skies ahead?
We're going to have a little bit of both, Joy. It looks like tomorrow's going to be absolutely gorgeous, so enjoy it.
Wildland firefighters will be ready for action this holiday weekend. Fire danger is high in northwestern Wisconsin, but burning permits are still being issued. Northeastern Minnesota has moderate fire danger, and the Minnesota DNR is only issuing burning permits in special circumstances to prevent fires. But that won't stop you from having a campfire. With gas prices rushing toward $4 a gallon, police have seen an increase in people leaving the pumps without paying. Our partners at the Duluth News Tribune have the story. Here's editor Jamie DeLage. And you can read more in Sunday's Duluth News Tribune. A Superior City employee may be spending some time behind bars. 51-year-old Nancy Ralston is facing 2 charges, including theft by virtue of office and misconduct in public office. She's accused of stealing over $15,000 of city library money. Ralston's first court appearance is scheduled for Thursday. After nearly 3 decades, she's calling an end to her career. Welsh's official last day is June 30th. The International Wolf Center in Ely lost one of their captive wolves on Wednesday. It appears 15-year-old Mackenzie died in her sleep. Vets say they were administering antibiotics to another wolf when they noticed Mackenzie lying in a sleeping posture. She was a subspecies of the gray wolf. At this time, the exact cause of Mackenzie's death is unknown. A Northland lighthouse is reopening for the season, this time with an improved look. Today was the 7th annual celebration of graduation and prom at the Lighthouse Youth Center in Duluth. Many graduates say they plan to continue their education by going to college. A ribbon-cutting ceremony is held to welcome visitors back into the Split Rock Lighthouse. The lighthouse is open for the season after a recent restoration project. Coming up next in sports, the Vikings drop a former first-round draft pick. Plus, the 2008 AmSoil Late Model Series puts the pedal to the metal. Stick around, Fox 21 Sports is next. Fox 21 Sports Director Chris Nettleton is here. Chris, I hear you say T-Jack is taking over this season, yes?
We're going to hope so. As Vikings fans, because we don't want to go through what we did last year, we're hoping so and crossing the fingers.
Coming up next, we climb aboard the U.S. Coast Guard cutter Alder as they head from Duluth to the Apostle Islands for Operation Spring Restore. You're watching Fox 21 News at 9. The U.S. Coast Guard cutter Alder spent part of the week getting ready for the summer, and it's more work than you might think. Fox 21's Julie Moravchik brings us the story in tonight's On the Job. And from all of us here at Fox 21, thank you so much for joining us, and have a good night. A pedestrian was walking down this road when he was struck and killed by a motorist. One witness tells me that the driver drove up on the sidewalk and hit the pedestrian. The car then took off at a very high rate. The mayor says terrorism is a major concern, and with the city full of waterways, police need to be able to reach all areas. That's why the mayor wants to hire 20 new officers to patrol the waterways. The founder of the Girls Gone Wild videos was ordered to jail again for contempt of court. Joe Francis has until noon today to turn himself in to federal authorities. Police say that they will continue to comb the streets for these fugitives. Of course, where these men are hiding, no one really knows, but police believe they will have these criminals in custody by tomorrow morning. Fire Rig number 3 responded to 1,000 service calls. So far this year, it's responded to over 700. Officials say the grandmother was able to get 2 of her grandchildren out of the house, and that was by using their bedroom window. Or not to gargle. Well, experts say gargling does not replace brushing and flossing, but if you are going to gargle, knowing which brand to use and why is key. You already have a workout routine or you're just getting back into the gym, Todd says it's a good idea to include cardio in your workout. The start-to-finish process of winemaking takes between 9 and 12 months. It all starts in the orchard and ends in the glass. Transportation leaders want your input on the Greater Minnesota Transit Plan. Schadauer says they hope to finalize a general plan by spring, then an implementation plan that will look at each county more in depth. Good evening to you. I'm Joy Redman. Cold, windy weather is here, and lake-effect snow could hit the snow belt for the first time this season. Two Harbors man and a teen survived today after their pickup collided with the train. It happened on on Town Line Road in Fairbanks Township. The St. Louis County Sheriff's Office says the two victims suffered non-life-threatening injuries. And Congressman Jim Oberstar is critical of an upcoming report on the I-35W bridge collapse. A new multi-million-dollar Navy combat ship has sailed into the Twin Ports. The Freedom passed under the aerial lift bridge today. The ship is scheduled to remain in Duluth until Thursday. And hundreds of people from across Minnesota are in Duluth to talk about invasive species. And a bit of a headache. An Iron Range drive that normally takes less than 10 minutes could take a half hour this week. Highway 135 will be closed between Biwabik and Aurora so workers can fix a culvert. The detour will add 18 miles to the trip. And in an age of increasing music downloads and shrinking CD sales, at least one old form of recorded music is enjoying a resurgence. We're talking vinyl. Our partners at the Duluth News Tribune are following the story. Here's executive editor Rob Karwa. It's the second deadliest cancer in women. Research estimates more than 40,000 will die from breast cancer. Well, cold, windy weather is here, but will anyone get snow? Find out in Carl Springs forecast, which is next on Fox 21 News. Well, winter weather didn't stop the little ghosts and goblins. They just trick-or-treated indoors. Hundreds stopped in at the aquarium this afternoon for Scarium at the aquarium. Now, Duluth police are asking for your help in identifying a graffiti suspect. The Duluth News Tribune is also working on a story about an unprecedented plan to cut mercury pollution. Taconite producers, power companies, and other smokestack industries have reached a deal. Here's Andy Greeter with more.
Fox 21 News.
Good evening, I'm Joy Redmond. Melissa Ganji has the night off. A child is dead after an apparent tornado hit a Twin Cities suburb. The St. Louis County Sheriff's Office has released the name of two men killed in separate accidents this weekend. Last night, a Rice Lake Township man died after crashing his motorcycle in Lakewood Township. Investigators say 43-year-old Kyle Walkowiak apparently lost control of his motorcycle on a curb. Meanwhile, 32-year-old John Irish of Virginia died when he was struck by a tow rope's fastener yesterday afternoon. The tow rope broke free as he was trying to pull another vehicle from a mud pit in Sandy Township. Irish died at the scene. It's 99 years young and still growing. A Duluth organization is extending the arms of its building literally to help fulfill its mission. Judge Maher set the defendant's bail at $300,000. His next court appearance is scheduled for July 14th. Paul says planning for the project started in 2005 and construction actually began last year. He says students and staff are excited to finally see it underway. Jeremy's mom, Sue, says they were very close and the memory of her son will always be with her, especially one of him as a little boy. Brenda says she's always making something to satisfy her customers' sweet tooth, but at the end of a busy workday, she likes to unwind by taking a ride on the wild side. Despite rising gas prices, tourists could flock to the Twin Ports in unprecedented numbers this summer. Our partners at the Duluth News Tribune are following the story. Here's editor Georgia Swain. And you can read more in the Business Monday section of tomorrow's Duluth News Tribune. Now, tonight's World News Wrap, a powerful aftershock destroyed 71,000 homes in China today. Up next, they are often overlooked by baby-proofing parents. Amy Rutledge reports on what you can do to keep windows safe in tonight's Dr. Anderson says it's important for parents to pack a healthy lunch for their kids, so a piece of fruit should definitely be in the lunch bag, but not just any kind of fruit. Barb says there were a lot of memories that were lost in this fire, but today she's grateful to be alive. Opening your window to get a little fresh air doesn't sound dangerous, but it can be for your child. You can go online to find window guards and locks or check out your local home improvement store. We saw some peaks of sunshine between the rain showers today. What's in store for Memorial Day? Coming up in sports, it's one of auto racing's biggest days of the year.
The Saints had a great postseason run, advancing to the regional championship game for the first time in school history, but CSS missed out on the Division III World Series, losing to UW-Whitewater.
All right, thanks a lot, Greg. $4 a gallon gas has arrived in Wisconsin and Michigan. Residents say they agree with Jay Leno's comments. Their tax dollars are supposed to cover police and fire service calls. They say they understand the budget dilemma, but they believe Mayor Ness needs to find another way to fix it. An average locking gas cap will run you about $16 to $26, and you can find them at almost any auto parts store, but keep in mind they are vehicle specific. Breakfast is the only meal served here at Egg Toss Cafe, and while sausage and waffles are on the menu, it's all about the eggs. And from all of us here at Fox 21, have a great night and enjoy your Memorial Day weekend.